to be consumed with being liked and approved of wherever you go. That's the ambition phase. And then a shift begins to take place in our lives. That I want to go from ambition and accumulating and getting ahead and winning and defeating and so on. You begin to realize how unfulfilling that is, and how it doesn't really provide you with and you begin to get a sense of the limited amount of time that you have in this incarnation, in this time that you have, and that so much of your time is wasted on trying to get ahead of the other guy. And I want to share something here. It's a statement from one of the great teachers in my life, Carl Jung. And I was trained in sort of Jungian therapy and Jungian analysis and so on, and he wrote something called Stages of Life. It says, thoroughly unprepared, we take the step into the afternoon of life. Worse still, we take this step with the false presupposition that our truths and ideas will serve us as hitherto. But we cannot live the afternoon of our life according to the program of life's morning. For what was great in the morning will be little at evening, and what in the morning was true will at evening have become a lie. Well, these words really resonated with me from Carl Jung's The Stages of Life. And if I could reword that, basically what he is saying is that as we move into the meaning phase of our life, the afternoon of our life, we are taking the ideas and the constructs and the rules and the guidelines and the provisions that we learned in the morning of our life, which is focused exclusively on ambition and getting ahead and getting more and being better than everybody else. We take those same kind of constructs into the afternoon of our life when meaning is far superior to ambition. But as he says in here, we end up living a lie. And the lie is because what was true for us in the morning, which is I have to get ahead, I have to win, I have to be the most successful and so on, in the afternoon have become a lie. But we don't know how to move into the meaning phase of our life. And the meaning phase of our life is the time when we shift back to the time in our life when we were in our mother's womb in those first 9 months. That's the meaning phase where we have surrendered, where we have, as Lao Tzu said, you're doing nothing, you're just being done, you know. And we can find our meaning by trusting in our nature, by recognizing that I am here to do more than just accumulate and be better than somebody else. In fact, it has absolutely nothing to do with it. One of my great teachers early in my life was Abraham Maslow, and I remember him saying very specifically that if you want to become self-actualized, if you want to live a life of meaning, the first thing you have to do is become independent of the good opinion of other people. The first thing you have to do. And the second thing is to become detached from the outcome. Those were the top two criteria for highly functioning people. Independent of the good opinion of other people, which is exactly the opposite of what we learned in the ambition phase of our life, and detachment from outcome, which is the other opposite. You know, instead of, it's like, we don't go out there to try to make, you know, to do something to make a lot of money. That's, you know, detachment from outcome is like you don't do it because of how much money you're going to make. You do it because there's something inside of you here that is telling you this is what you're here for. This is what you have to create. This is what your purpose is. You're going to make the world a better place. You're going to fulfill a destiny, a dharma that you signed up for, you know, before you even entered your mother's womb. I mean, that's the kind of thing that you begin to feel inside of yourself, so that you're moving into that stage. But you want to move into what Jung calls the afternoon of your life. You want to move into that armed with a whole collection of practices and beliefs and guidelines that work for you rather than work against you. So that you're not trying to feel fulfilled and meaningful and purposeful in your life by setting goals, by trying to get ahead of the other guy, by trying to win, by worrying about how much money you're going to make, by worrying about whether it's going to be liked, by whether other people like it. And that just goes back to, the ego says it's all about your reputation. So learn to get a good reputation, learn to get people to like you.